With the wheel turned out, you're going to use your trim tool. Going to get to this little button right here. Going to pop out the center. And then remove the button itself. Right beside it, there's another one right here. Pop that center. Go ahead and pull that button. We're going to use our Phillips head screwdriver to go ahead and remove this screw. Continue along the bottom here. If you have plastic push pins, you want to go ahead and remove them. Ours is missing from a few spots. The buttons that you do find, go ahead and use your trim tool, pop out that center section. Go ahead and rotate your wheel the other way. This will give you access to the inner fender liner. Remove the two buttons like we did on the other side. Okay, and grab your liner or your splash guard here. Work that down and out. Across the front here on the top of the radiator, we're going to go ahead and remove our plastic buttons. Use your pry tool and pop these out. Once we get those out, we'll go ahead and grab the trim piece. I'm going to disconnect it from our upper grill area here. On the corner edge of the bumper where it goes up to the fender, there is a Phillips head screw right here. Use your Phillips head screwdriver, remove the screw. Repeat for the driver's side. Now in the lower part of the wheel liner and the bottom corner of the bumper, there are these plastic lock tabs. You're going to use your trim tool. You want to go ahead and pop these. Now ours have already been separated, kind of broken in there a little bit, so we're going to do our best to save what we have here. Once you get this out, go ahead and repeat for the driver's side. I'm going to come over to the edge of the bumper. I'm going to gently grab the bumper and pull it away, like so. I'm going to work our way around the front, right around to the grill, and all the way to the driver's side. Grab the bumper, pull it straight forward, and set that aside. Using a 10mm socket, we're going to go ahead and remove this bolt right here for the condenser bracket. Go to the driver's side, do the same here. Just going to grab our brackets right here, pop these off. Set those aside. We're going to use our 10mm gear wrench to go ahead and remove this upper bolt and disconnect the upper condenser line. Do the same for the bottom. Before doing this job, you do want to have this professionally evacuated, the coolant system drained before doing this job. loosen this. Our bolt seems to be stuck a little bit. Let's go ahead and get that bottom one out. I'm going to put our gear wrench in right in the back right here. Reach down inside. Once that bolt comes out so far, you could reach right in there and spin that out by hand. Pull that bolt out. With both of those bolts out, we can now work the condenser lines free. There's just a rubber O-ring there holding that. And then we'll get the upper one here. We're going to do the same with this one. Just going to reach in, wiggle that one free. Just grab that and rock it back and forth. Separate that. We can now go ahead and lift our AC condenser up and out of the vehicle. Once we remove this, on the bottom side, you find two rubber bushings. I want to go ahead and remove these. We're going to be reusing those. On our AC condenser lines here, we have a rubber O-ring on the top and bottom. We're going to put a little bit of oil on these seals here. That way there, these O-ring seals seal up nicely with the new condenser. Going to take our rubber grommets, line these up and push these into place. One on the driver's side, one on the passenger side. I'm going to go ahead and lower our condenser down. We're going to put the passenger side post of the condenser in the rubber bushing. I'm going to come on over to the driver's side. Get that lower, get that lower line hooked up. Gonna get our bolt started here. Gonna get this started a few threads. With that lower bolt started, we're going to go ahead and reach down there and snug that down. All right, once you feel that snug up, just a little bit more. And let's go ahead and line up the lower pin on that condenser and push that into that bushing. We'll go ahead and get our upper line lined up. I'm going to pop that in. We'll get our upper bolt started in there. Going to get this started a few threads. And we'll go ahead and snug this down. All right. Once it snugs down, here we go. Now install our upper AC condenser brackets. I'm going to line this up. And go ahead and get that bolt started there. We're not going to tighten it down yet. We just want to get a few threads caught. Repeat for the other side. With both of these bolts caught, let's go ahead and snug them down. Take our bumper, slide this in, and work this up and over our radiator cap. As we're bringing this up, I want to pay attention to the bumper going underneath. I want to line this up, working this underneath the lamp. Work this around and get our bumper underneath the fender. I'm going to go ahead and pop this in. Work our way around to the passenger side. Do the same over here. Once this lines up, just tap it into place. Install our plastic buttons here. Work our way right across the top. We've got 4 of those to do. Going to install our screw on the edge of the bumper right here. Once this is in, we'll go repeat for the driver's side. Go ahead and install our pin in the center right here. work our way out from there. We're going to take our metal screw retainer, slide that up under the fender liner over that hole. We're going to take our Phillips head screw, put it up through here, goes through the splash shield and into that little retainer, that little lock. And then go ahead and screw this together. Now work our splash shield under. Bring the wheel well liner over. And then we'll put our screw in. Install our button here. Again, line up your fender liner with the splash shield. Go ahead and get your buttons installed. Repeat for the other side.